what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so Dallas, their police department is working overtime, and man, they really are doing their job out there, man. I know they own it, man, because last night, or excuse me, tonight, they basically found found a suspect that they believe is responsible for the Mo3 shooting. Now, this is a crazy development, and I know a lot of the news outlets are going to be going wild about this one. And man, we can't wait to hear what the motive was. And man, even though, we're still sad about the fact that Mo3 lost his life. But this is actually good news if this is the actual suspect, because man, Mo3 was a beloved rapper and a lot of people were sad about his passing. It just seems so unfair that somebody with so much talent would lose their life so early. Now, before we get to all the specifics, man, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about the suspect and all the information that came out of Dallas last night. So there was a homicide investigation, and it took place on the R.L. Thornton Freeway. And this is the investigation for the Mo3 murder. Now, the suspect that they have in custody is a gentleman by the name of Kewon Dontrell White. Now, he's a 21-year-old male, and, he's actually a Dallas native, Now, dude has a lengthy rap sheet. If you look up his information on the Dallas website and you look for his rap sheet, you see a whole bunch of arrests, and a lot recently, man. This year, he's been arrested a lot. I don't know how that's possible when everybody should be in the house, but, cats going to be out there doing what they do, man. And dude is the lead suspect in this investigation. Now, I'm going to say he allegedly did it because I can't say for sure that he killed Mo3, but, man, they've got a good case against him. You know what I mean? So on Wednesday, December 9th, the suspect was arrested and he was taken into federal custody for prohibited person in possession of a firearm. He is facing a murder charge. His bond for murder charge will be set at a later date. So right now he can't even get bond, but he's definitely facing a murder charge, man. So Dallas, they released an affidavit for the arrest warrant, and you can see it here. It's actually public knowledge. And man, it pretty much says that they picked him up for the weapons possession because obviously he's got a lengthy rap sheet. I'm not sure if he's a felon, but if he's a felon, he can't have a weapon. And man, it looks like dude, man, was really out here thugging it, man. Now, I'll say it looks because I don't know, but according to the affidavit, I mean, they're suggesting a lot of things. But the most interesting part is the affidavit and, man, a lot of the information that it provides. So, man, I'm going to read this verbatim. And that might be boring to some, but this is very interesting. So on Wednesday, November 11th, 2020, at approximately 11:56 a.m., Dallas police officers responded to a shooting call on South R.L. Thornton Freeway, northbound over East Clarendon Drive, Dallas County, Dallas, Texas. Numerous witnesses observed complainant Noble shot by an unknown suspect with a rifle who fled in a black Chevy Camaro. See, we already saw those pictures of the guy in the Chevy Camaro, northbound on South R.L. Thornton Freeway. So that's the I-35 East freeway. Complainant Noble was transported to Methodist Hospital. Number 7788 was contacted by a witness who provided information regarding suspect Kewon White's involvement in the offense. This information was obtained after the Dallas Police Department released still images of the offenses to the public. Homicide detectives Anderson 778 and Barnes 8854 obtained, and they blocked this part out, evidence that placed the suspect in the vicinity of the complaint prior and during the murder. So there was an actual witness who came forward and they gave police the actual information. And then they put the puzzle together by saying, hey, he was here at this time and this is how he obtained the car and everything, man. So, man, this is a huge revelation. So that information is day, and I wonder why they refer to Mo3 as complainant. I guess when there's a murder case that you're the complainant on their behalf because, they got to carry on the case for you because you're obviously not here to press charges. So let me continue. Complainant Noble was the previous day at the scene of the murder video was obtained of the suspect, which matched the physical description of suspect Kewon White. A witness provided additional information regarding suspect Kewon White that was verified as true. Additional evidence has been collected and mandated by detectives and indicates suspect Kewon White was directly involved in the murder of complainant Noble. Suspect Kewon White is currently at large. Now, when they released this affidavit, they didn't have him in custody yet, but this is wild, man. This is a crazy revelation. So you got a couple of things going on here. You have someone who came forward and tested and basically provided the information to the police on behalf of Mo3, and then you have the name of the suspect matching weapon and everything, man. This thing might actually be a wrap. Now, this is all alleged, so I can't say that Mr. White did this, but they surely got a good case against him. And if you look at his mugshot and you look at the person who they said carried out the hit, man, you see the tattoos and you see the dude who was pulling up his pants. You can't see the face, but man, it looks pretty similar, man. It almost looks like a match. And I said this in the very last video I did about Mo3. Once they had that driver's license, once they had that vehicle, I mean, unless it was a throwaway car and something like that, and it was a whole bunch of planned and organized hidden and stuff like that, man, dude was going to get caught. It was only going to be a matter of time. And here we have it, man. Everybody wakes up this morning or found out last night that, man, they found a suspect. Now, just because they found a suspect doesn't mean they have everybody involved, because obviously there were numerous suspects involved or in the car when this shooting took place. It's just one of them got out on foot and actually chased Mo3 down and took his life. But, man, this is a huge revelation, man. I know everybody is like, what in the world? They didn't think this was coming because we're so used to not seeing these cats getting caught and, you know, prosecuted. But, man, it's a surprise, man. I'll say that much, man. I'll say that much. Now, I got to ask this question. What do you guys think? Do you think now that they've actually caught a suspect, they're going to be able to put this thing to bed and this person is probably and most likely the person who took Mo3's life? Or do you think there's going to be more to this investigation than what's meets